coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure is about to get to him.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Russell. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defense...
Touchdown, Rams! What a great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where will they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And, indeed, he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Maybe they can use that and carbon copy it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now to punt here on 4th down, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And the Rams at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jackson will throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Forced out to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Watson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll run on first down. Russell. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster from 21 yards away. And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Stoppages. Yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A give for Taylor running right side. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off play action, here's White. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they called the defense quit as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Russell, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. The play fake, now White. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On 1st and 10, White. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, White. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Open man is Quintez Cephas. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2, Watson. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he will have a Titans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Watson looks to throw again. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. Half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a...
He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to give the defender to turn his hips.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Watson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It'll be a gain of 5. And now they've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Trayvon Walker
in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, That's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Titans getting set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun, here's Watson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
First down, Tennessee.
Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Russell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. After after the sack on first down. Jackson, he's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA! Jameson Williams, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Rams extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick out decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Touchdown, Rams!
Jameson Williams,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Rams start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Watson now to throw.
He's got it to Gibson.
And he's got Rome.
Still on his feet. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. It almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Again, Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. To throw is Watson.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really...
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental with a